hopping on just a few minutes early to tag us and share us and do all the back office things. Wait for some friends to hop on. Tagged us and let's share us. Hi Heidi, how are you? You're the first one in. Welcome. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. Sharing to my two groups. Hi Christine, how are you? Can you ladies hear me and see me okay? Just sharing myself to my two groups, and then Lydia wants us to also share to the Pink Frosting Divas group. I just accidentally hit hide comments. I definitely don't want to hide comments. I'm good, Heidi. I hope you are too. All right, shared out to the groups. Everything looks good on my end. I'm solo today. My partner Leanne has things going on at her house today. New flooring being installed, and it's just too much, too chaotic for her to go live. So we will reconvene together again next week. And I'm sure she will just be working on her project behind the scenes to keep on track. Okay, Heidi, great. Thank you so much. All right, another about a minute and a half, and we'll start working. How's everyone doing today? What's your weather doing? Yo, we are under a severe thunderstorm alert. I've heard, hey Jeanette, hi Margarita, welcome. Someone in the group lives in Charlotte, BC, and he said they are getting slammed with 70-mile-an-hour winds. That's 5 hours west of us. So I said, okay, in a few hours, that, or remnants of that, hopefully, will be here on the coast. Hey, Vicky, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome, everyone. All right, another 30 seconds or so. As soon as the clock rolls over to 2, we'll get started. My month-long project for this month for Leanne and I, we decided we were going to do versions of bunny tea party tiered cakes, okay? So this is week 3. The first week I kind of worked on the base, covering the bases a little, and then we made our teacups and our cute little teapot. Hi, Holly. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome. And then last week, we worked on adding some of the base embellishments. We added the Happy Easter sprinkle mix from my shop. On the top, middle layer, we added some of the Candyland foam beads from my shop, papersweeties.com. Down here on the bottom to hide the seam. And then I was, I can't remember if I was live or if I said, here's what I'm going to do, or I'm going to find something to add to the bottom layer. But I searched my stash and I found these pretty acrylic, they almost look like glass, but they're acrylic beads. And they do have the holes. So when I glued them on, I was strategic to make sure the holes went side to side so you wouldn't see them. Meaning I didn't have the hole like in the front. I put them side to side and glued them end to end. Thank you, Margarita. Thank you. I think the first week we worked on our cute little teapot. This was just done with a styrofoam ball. I shaved some off the bottom and the top. And then the portion I shaved off the top, I used to create the lid. And then each of the teacups, same thing, guys. I took a styrofoam ball and cut it in half. And then I shaved a little bit off the bottom to make it flat so it would sit nice. Hey, Ginger, welcome. And then we did a pink one and a blue one. This is a 3D printed mini flower-shaped cake stand I got from Dawn's 3D Gifts and Fakery. This is a box from the Dollar Tree. I just took the lid off. And then this is actually a styrofoam cake dummy. Hey Lydia, how are you? And I covered it with some of that sparkle canvas that you could get from, I got mine from Hobby Lobby, and it's in the aisle with the felt and the glitter foam sheets and the pom-poms and the chenille stems. And then I did cover, I had a cake board in my stash. That's Bailey, you guys. It's her little collar. Hey Brandy, hi Mary. Her little tag on her collar hits her ceramic dish when she's eating. So if you hear the tink tink in the background, that's what that is. I did cover the bottom cake board with some pink foam clay. And then when I went to dry fit my teapot on it, I realized it was a little short, but I had already covered it. So we're gonna work around it. We're gonna do a workaround. I'm gonna move these pieces now that I showed them. I'm gonna move these pieces into the background so I don't accidentally knock into them and have like a catastrophe. How cute is this little, oh, let's go ahead and finish the teapot, guys. Hi, Tina, how are you feeling? I hope you rested over the weekend. I hope you're feeling a lot better. So I know I definitely want it to go that way. So I have a tiny little seam right here. I'm gonna make sure I put that in the back. Hi, Albert, how are you? Yep, she's right over here. Come here, Bailey. Wanna say hi, friends, quick? Yeah, she's done eating. Okay, say hi, friends. Say quick, hi, friends. Hi, friends. Oh, you smell like puppy food. Mm-hmm. She smells like puppy food. Mm-hmm. Hey, Dawn, welcome. I just showed how far I've gotten on the bunny tea party tiered cake, and I showed that sweet little, one of the sweet little mini cake stands I got from you. Thank you for sprinkling, Tina. All right, I'm gonna make we'll just attach this quick, guys, because I made this 2 weeks ago and it's dry, everything's dry. So we'll make a little pilot hole. We'll put a piece of a toothpick down in there with super glue. And then I'm going to add super glue all around the tippy top. Good, Tina, good. I'm so happy. That's scary. Pneumonia is scary. All right, and then I want to eyeball this, center it as best I can, push it down on the toothpick, and hold it, hold it, hold it. Yeah, thank you, Brandy. You love the teapot and the teacups, yeah. She is a sweet little puppy. She is a sweet girl. Look, she puts herself in her crate when Mommy does her lives. She gets her little bone and she goes in there and hangs out. Okay. Okay. All right, so there's our little teapot. Super cute. Styrofoam ball. Easy peasy, guys. Easy peasy. All right, we'll set this in the back so nothing happens to it. All right, so like I said, I did cover, hi Crafty Amy girl. How's my sweet friend? Thank you for being here. Hi Sherry, welcome friends. I'm so glad everyone's here. So I did cover a cake board from Hobby Lobby. I had it in my stash. I covered the top. That's what we're gonna build our 3-tiered bunny tea party cake on. But like I said, I need a little extra room to put that teapot in. And since I already covered this and I didn't want this to be like super huge, and I thought this was a nice size. So in order to make some more real estate on the bottom here, I just went to my stash and found this super cute, looks like I got it from Craft Outlet, this super cute wired pastel bunny ribbon. Oh, you miss me? Why do you miss me? I didn't go anywhere. Oh, from Fake Bakers, right? Amy and I hung out Tuesday night. That was the first time we met live and in person, and we hugged and kissed and fangirled and hung out. You met my husband met you, all of the things. Hey Renee, how are you? Welcome. All right, so in order to give me a little bit more real estate to work with when I start building my layers, I'm gonna attach this ribbon onto the bottom of this layer, and it'll just give me a little bit more wiggle room to work with. All right, so I already off camera started, hey Sherry, welcome. I know, right? Amy, LOL, yeah. I already started pulling the wire to ruffle it up a little. And I'm gonna start on the end where I pulled the wire. I'm just gonna bend the wire down for right now so it doesn't continue to unruffle. We'll turn this upside down. Is there a back and a front? Yeah, that definitely is my back. So we'll start with the ruffle there. And it has to go that way. I wanna make sure I don't glue it on upside down because y'all, I've done that before. Oh, thank you. Actually, Renee, it's logoed paper sweeties. When I used to do the shows, I used to travel all over for like 12 years doing shows all up and down the Eastern Seaboard, as far west as Ohio and Tennessee. I did Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee, Ohio, Delaware. I used to do shows. One year I did 24 shows in 1 year. So on the shows I would go to, Friday nights, we would arrive Friday, set up the booth, and then Friday night I would teach a card class. And we always would, this was our outfit for Friday night. Black leggings with these cute shirts. They look like Lily Pulitzer. My friend Joyce's daughter made them for us. And then the back, I forget what the back says. It's backwards to you guys, but something about something can, it always can be fixed with glitter and sprinkles or something. I don't know. It's backwards. You guys probably can't read it. Hey, Teresa. Teresa probably saw me wearing this shirt because that's where we met. She came to the shows. Yeah. So that's where we met originally, Teresa and I. One of the past years at one of the shows. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start gluing this around the edge, and it's just going to give me a tiny extra little. This is 1.5 inch ribbon, so it's gonna give me, right, Teresa? Yeah, Joyce's daughter, Sarah, made them for us. This was our Friday night outfit. And then Sandy knows. Sandy used to come to the shows. She saw Joyce and I wearing our Paper Sweeties outfits. And then, Teresa, you're so cute. I love you. And then remember, Teresa, that like show days, Saturday and Sunday, we would wear our white tops, our black leggings, and then our Paper Sweeties aprons that were hot pink with white polka dots. Super cute. Those were our outfits. So it was really easy to pack, you guys, because I would wear an outfit traveling out, and then this was Friday night, and then Saturday and Sunday we had our uniforms. So we only would have to bring like one extra outfit if we wanted to change Saturday night to go out to dinner. But a lot of times the whole bunch of us vendors would leave right from the venue. Hi, Sandy Robinson, and hi, Sandy Murphy, 2 Sandys. A lot of times the bunch of us would leave from the venue when the show ended on Saturday, and we would just go and meet at a restaurant for dinner. So we would just go in our outfits, our uniforms for the day. That's a little history on Paper Sweeties. Pink Divas matching aprons. That would be cute. That would be cute. All right, so I did ruffle this ahead of time by pulling on the wire. But I'm just now kind of evening it out a little as I attach it. I don't want any areas that are super bumpily, you know what I mean? Right, Teresa, what fun we used to have. The shows were so fun, but The last one I did was in 2024, and I actually was selling everything in my booth half price, like wholesale cost. The attendance had gone way down, and even the people that were there in attendance, we noticed were spending less, and we were hearing a lot of, we've switched to digital. We're doing digital scrapbooking now. People just don't want the actual stamp sets with the ink pads in hand anymore. So that's when I stopped illustrating and producing new sets, and stopped doing shows. It just didn't make sense anymore. The shows were so expensive to rent a booth and to travel. I hope this stays, you guys, because, hey, Andrea, welcome. You guys know hot glue and air dry foam clay they don't play nice together. So hopefully this will stick because it's on the bottom and it won't be messed with. But what I probably will do when I finish this, guys, I'll probably cut a glitter foam sheet or a piece of felt, maybe a piece of felt, a little bit smaller than this round, and I'll glue it because I don't like how that looks. Even though it's on the bottom, if I end up selling this cake, I don't like how that bottom looks. So that will help because the glue will stick to the cake board, and that'll help hold it on to the foam clay a little. You guys know what I mean? Are you guys following me? I know that might have sounded a little bit confusing. So I'm putting like a nice good amount of hot glue. And then I'm going around and finger pressing it down to the board, and we're gonna hold it, hold it, hold it. Gotta hold it more than 5 seconds because it's hot glue and not super glue. I had to make sure I said the right name of the glue. I had to look at it. Did you see the wheels turning? I had to look at it and take a moment, guys. Take a moment. Okay. And again, I'm just evening my ruffles out. Some of it is gathered a little bit more in certain areas and a little bit less in others. I just want it a little bit more on the even side. Let me grab another glue stick because you know I'm going to run out of a glue stick right in the middle of gluing this on. Then you guys, we're going to work on something cute. I raided my stash. You guys, a lot of you know I used to do the royal iced sugar cookies. You agree, Raquel? Yeah. I used to do the royal iced sugar cookies where you decorate them real fancy with the royal icing on top. So my cookie cutter stash is quite abundant because for years I did the royal iced cookies. I kind of don't do them anymore since I started fake baking, so I've retired all of my cookie cutters from actual baking to fake baking. So I raided my stash. Let me just finish doing this, guys, and then I'll show you the cookie cutters. I got 4 super cute cookie cutters from one of the ladies that I used to buy a lot of cookie cutters from, Flower Box Bakery. She has all kinds of YouTube tutorials showing how to make the cutest. Yeah, I kind of guesstimated good. It's gonna go around kind of just perfect. She has YouTube tutorials showing how to make the cutest royal iced sugar cookies in the world. I've followed her for years, and I've bought a lot of her cookie cutters over the years. So I raided my stash, and I pulled out some super cute Eastery ones. As a matter of fact, one of the sets I'm going to use, I loved so much, I bought it twice. How many of you guys do that? Where you love something and you buy it and you throw it into your stash, and then the season may change and you forget you have it, and then the season comes around again and you see it again and you love it, and then you buy it again. How many of you guys have done that? I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one. So one of them was a duplicate that I loved and I bought twice. So I sold it last week on my live sale. It was brand new in the package. I had never used it. Am I the only one that does that, you guys? Please tell me some of you do that too. And if you don't, just tell me you do anyways, so I won't feel so bad. I won't feel so stupid. Tell me you do. Tell me at least you've done it once in your life. Like from Hobby Lobby, or, you know, ordered something online and it comes in, you're like, oh, that looks familiar. Oh, I have it already. I'm good, Kathy. I hope you are too. Thank you for being here. How's everyone's Monday going so far? We are under a severe thunderstorm alert. BC is in Charlotte, which is about 5 hours west of us. Okay, Andrea, you do? Sandy, sometimes you have 3 of this. Okay, y'all, I don't feel so bad now. I don't feel so bad. I don't feel so bad. All right, so in the beginning, I'm going to go ahead and cut that wire off. There was a lot more, but before I went live, I cut it off. I'm not going to throw that out, guys, because Margarita, you do it too. Okay, I don't feel so bad now. I don't feel so bad. I'm going to save that, though, guys. I'm going to put it right here in my drawer. You never know when you need, like, a tiny little piece of wire for something, okay? All right, and that kind of worked out perfect. I'm going to bring it all the way around to meet up. And I gathered it. Look, guys, I worked on it a little bit off camera before I went live. But I gathered it, like, perfect. I don't have any extra gathering here. You got to be careful, because when you gather and you cut the wire off, if you gather too much and you cut it, if you smooth it out again, the wire will go way down inside. You know what I'm saying? Like when you thread elastic through on something, and it won't be at the very, very end. Yes, Joyce. Yep, that's how we all met back in the day, Miss Sandy, doing our paper crafting and our card classes. All right, and then I'll pull that layer back over so you guys can see. This just gave me a little bit extra real estate to work with. 1.5 inches all the way around. So it basically expanded my cake board out by 1.5 inches all the way around. Because you guys know, the final week when I start putting this together, you guys know that I don't know when to stop. You guys know I like a lot of the stuff. So I can imagine there's going to be a lot of this stuff added to this. All right. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Even if I didn't need that extra little bit of real estate, I love it. It's so pretty. It's very pastel. Oh, April, you do too? Again and again, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's why I try to stay organized. But still, accidents still happen. Like I said, I bought the one cookie cutter twice. I have like all of my seasonal cutters in Ziploc bags, and I have them marked, you know, winter, Christmas, Easter, birthday, baby, and then I have them all in totes. But still, I guess I saw that cookie cutter, and then I loved it, so I ordered. She was having like a sale, so I ordered stuff right away without going and checking my stash. All right, so that's the back. That's where our seam is. And then this is gonna go on like that, and I'm gonna hug it to the back and off to one side. And then our teapot will fit a little bit on the cake board, and it'll hang off a little. Sandy, you and I are twins. You guys, you know, these are my colors too, girlfriend. I love all the pastels in the Candyland. See, so the teapot will go there, guys, and see how it's hanging off the board a little, but it has the illusion. When I glue it, it'll stay. But it has the illusion of having more space now that we have the ribbon there. See? So, there are no mistakes. Right, Teresa? What did I used to tell y'all at the classes? When you'd stamp something and you're like, oh, that is the back. Because I had a seam, a small seam. I cut 3/4 inch pieces, and when I got to the very back, I had a piece in right there. So that's on the back, guys. I'll probably throw some more diamond dust along the seam to kind of camouflage that a little. Because like I said, I'm not sure if I'm keeping this or selling this. But that's how that'll be on the base. So we're going to move on. We're going to move on. All right, when we attach it. Adding that ribbon gave us just a little bit more room to play with. How stinking adorable. I love it. I love it so much. All right, tell me that. All right, 220. Bring my silicone mat over. So these are the ones that I got from Flower Box Bakery, and I love them so much. And I pulled them specifically because we're doing a bunny tea party tiered cake. So here's a little bunny peeping out of a teacup. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do these guys, and then in my head, like around the layers, I'll put, there's 4 of them, and I'll put them, you know, we'll adhere them up against the base of the layers. So there's a little bunny peeking out of a teacup. Super cute. Hey, Michelle, my friend. How are you? Here's a stack of 3 little teacups. Super cute. Here's a little teapot with a bunny face and bunny ears. So cute. Right, guys? Are these not perfect for this project? Glitter. Yes. Sweet glitter, Teresa. And here's the one I actually bought twice. The little bunny on the cake stand. So, it's flowerbox.com, Sandy. It's an actual baking, she does royal ice cookies. It's flowerbox.com. Hi, Mrs. P. How are you? I hope you're feeling better. Flower, F-L-O-U-R, box, B-O-X.com. Flowerbox. Sandy, if you can't get it, message me and I'll send you a direct link. All right. Oh, look, there's even some cookie dough in there from when I used this on actual cookies. They're cute, right? And don't they go perfect with our bunny tea party theme? All right, so let's get some white. We're gonna build the bunny, and then we're gonna put the bunny on the cake stand. I'm just looking at it, trying to figure out what colors I want to use. The bunny's gonna be white. Yeah, they're cute cookie cutters, right? Let's see. Right, Sandy, right like that. Can you see? I know it's backwards. Flowerbox.com. Flowerbox.com. Her name is Ann York, the lady that owns it. She has the cutest. The pink ones are her own personal designs. Then she carries cutters like from other designers too. But the ones you'll find on her website that are the pink are her own personal design that she made herself. And her name is Ann Yorks. All right, condition it, wake it up. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Shelby says that all the time. You guys. Okay, Sandy, sounds good. You're going to have so much fun surfing on her website. She has cute, cute things. All right. I have my 1/4 inch guides on my rolling pin. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. How are you? Welcome, everyone. So how was everyone's weekend? Did anyone do anything like extra special, like fun over the weekend? Or did you watch anything that I need to be aware of? I'm still watching Heartland, you guys, on Netflix. I'm up to season 9, I think. I'm up to season 9. Where's Maricela? She's not on here. She's usually the one who hops on. I know she already watched Heartland. All right, so I have some baby oil in my little container in one of the little cups from the Dollar Tree. Spray a little oil in there, and then I have a dedicated, hey Jenna, how are you? Oh, nice. Nice, Sandy. We're going to the kids, we're spending a long weekend at my oldest son's this weekend. We're going, and then my son is still on paternity leave. He goes back to work at the very end of March. So we figured while he's still on paternity leave, we're gonna get with them and go visit. There's still cookie dough that I missed, and I don't want to get in my clay. So Friday, my husband and son are gonna go golfing, and then Saturday, myself, my husband, and my son are going to go to take our cars and go to Cars and Coffee. There's every weekend there's a Cars and Coffee in different cities and towns in our area. So we're going to go, I think my son said it's in Fuquay Varina this weekend, which is outside of Raleigh, south of Raleigh, I think. So yeah, my husband will take his car, my son will take his car, and I just walk around and I just like looking at the cars. Is Raquel still on here? Raquel, that's something she would do. Her and my husband have matching Corvettes. They both drive white Corvettes. All right, that's probably good enough because we only need the top cut out for the bunny. And then the bottom is going to be the cake stand. Thank you for sprinkling, Tisha. And thanks for being here too. Appreciate it. Yeah, so Friday night, my husband went to a bourbon class here local in our area with one of our neighbor friends. And then Saturday he golfed with his buddy. And then in the evening we went to, you guys may have seen, I posted one of our favorite restaurants is Jack's on the Waterfront. We went there for dinner. All right, so the bunny looks like it's just sitting on top of the cake stand. So I'm gonna cut it right there to like cut the cake stand portion off. And then let's see, what color do we want to make the cake stand? I'm smoothing those edges a little. They were a little harsh. So we just have like the bunny cake and the bunny ears. And I hesitate to make the cake stand blue because if I put it on the layer with the blue and white stripes, I feel like it would blend in. So I feel like I want to do it a different color. Let's do it peach taffy. I'm going to stay away from the blue because I already have so much blue with the teapot and the teacups. So let's make our little accessory pieces different colors. Okay, guys? So yeah, so then we went to dinner and we came home, and I actually, when I got home, was contacted by one of our friends from back in Raleigh. He just had his first grandson, and he asked me to make a little wall hanging to hang. They have a room set up for him in their house, and he wanted me to do a John Deere tractor and then put his name on it. So then I surfed to find a pattern. I found a cute pattern and got with him, and he said, yeah, that's perfect. So I downloaded the pattern and I started it. And for all intents and purposes, I finished it. I worked on it Saturday night and then pretty much all day yesterday and finished it. With the crocheting, I still have to go to the store and get dowels and attach the dowels on the top and the bottom because they do want it as a wall hanging. But I'll show you guys. I'll post a picture of it so you guys can see it before he picks it up. And then today I'm gonna start, I found another cute pattern. One of my granddaughters is turning 1 in May, and you guys know, if you follow me, for all of my grands, I have made them large blankets, like twin bed size blankets for their first birthdays. So I need to get started on that because one of my little Dottie B turns 1 in May. Brooke is turning 2. We got her own toy kitchen. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It has like a gold faucet and it has gold little pots and pans. It's so cute. It's very bougie. It's the kind of kitchen every 2-year-old should have. Okay, I think we're done with that. So I'm just gonna set that one aside and get it off of our, out of our way. Bring my bench scraper back, and then we're gonna cut that off right where the bunny sits on top of the cake stand. Okay. Let's smooth our edges. This is gonna be cute with the peach taffy stand. Excuse me. Our wind has died down and it's drizzling a little, but not super bad. BC was saying, Sandy, what's your weather like in Raleigh? Sandy Robinson. Thank you for sprinkling, everyone. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna attach the bunny cake to the stand. Oh my gosh, how cute. Oh my gosh, how cute. Right? So cute. All right, so while that white clay is still wet, let's go ahead and give her a tiny little bunny face and a nose and some cheekers, okay? So, my go-to itty bitty rhinestones from Debbie's Bright Ideas. 2 little pilot holes for where I want the eyes to go. 1 there and 1 there, and then the nose will go right there. Okay, what color eyes do we want? How about blue? How about blue? Hi, Maureen, how are you? We're just talking about our weekends. How was your weekend? I hope it was good. All right, and then I want to come in with a tiny bit of tacky glue. And a toothpick, and just put a little glue in each of those little pilot holes to help our elements stick. Okay? So what did we say? Blue for the eyes, for the bunny eyes. So grab a blue rhinestone, and I love these because they're itty bitty teeny weeny. Cute. Let me close this so we don't have any rhinestone catastrophes, guys. You know what I mean? Would be a disaster. And then for the nose, I have this package from Glitz and Glue of assorted different shapes of gumball beads. I think I want to use a larger pink one. So our bunny has a cute little nose. And then I'm gonna go ahead and push them down in, countersink the rhinestones. So as your clay dries, it shrinks and puffs up, and they will expand with the clay. So cute. All right, so what do I want to do for the ears? Do I want to try? My two thoughts are either use shadow. Okay, wait a minute. What was that? Wow, Maureen, you're gonna be tired tonight. I don't know what sprinkling does. I've been watching lives for a few months now, but embarrassed is. Oh, April, it's when you share. There's at the bottom of your screen, there's a little arrow. If you click on the arrow, it's a share button and it will share. You can share it to your profile. You can share it to your business page. You could share it to a crafty group that you run. Crazy weather storms. Yes. Okay, Teresa, yeah, because BC is in Charlotte and he said they were getting 70-mile-an-hour winds. So I'm like, great. That means that's coming my way. It was a little windier earlier. The wind has died down. It's very gloomy and it's drizzling out. It's drizzle. You got them last night, Mrs. P? They must be moving across the United States. All right, so that was a half a teaspoon of pink. I'm gonna roll a log and then cut it in half. And then I still think that's too big. We might have to cut that in half. Maybe not. So a quarter of a teaspoon for each of the little ears, like for anyone who's gonna order. Your winds have picked up, Sherry. Tornado watch in Maryland? Ugh. You're a little north of me. That's scary. Tornadoes scare me, you guys. At least with a hurricane, my husband and I were talking about this the other day. At least with a hurricane, you have plenty of forewarning. You usually have a week to prepare. Okay, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. It usually takes days for it to arrive. All right, I'm gonna grab my acrylic plate. I rolled teardrops. We're gonna smush it down into the other one. I get quiet when I'm smushing. Hold on. Pause, please. Okay. I want them kind of like the same size. That's why I'm kind of finagling them a little. And then I feel like they're too long, so I feel like I'm gonna need to cut a little off the end. Yeah. So I'm gonna take my scissors. 3 tornadoes. Ooh, in your county. Oh my gosh, Mrs. P. That's so scary. All right, I'm gonna cut a little bit off the ends. Hopefully this will work, you guys. Because the ears, where they meet the top of the bunny cake, are like flat. Normally I would leave these pointed at the end, but I'm doing them a little bit different, and I'm just explaining to you why. I'm leaving them flat on the bottom, because I think for this particular application, they need to be flat. And then you guys know when this dries, I will come in with some probably pink lemonade sweet glitter and add it to the pink part of the ears. Yep, this is gonna be perfect, you guys. All right, they're on. I'm gonna finger press it down so it kind of really adheres into the white. there's where we are so far. Is that not gonna look so cute on our layers to go around our little tea party cake? Oh my gosh. And then I still have, there's still 2 more Mondays in this month, right guys? So I'm gonna let these sit and dry really good. And then when we go to adhere them onto the cake, they'll be shrunk down enough that we could adhere them no problem. Yeah, and when my glue, when my clay dries on this one, I'll come in with some strawberry lemonade sweet glitter and add that to the pink part of the ears, okay? All right, so she needs cheekers. You guys know, don't like adding the 70 yesterday and it's snowing now. Wind at 5 a.m., tornado, 70s again. Oh my gosh, April, that's so scary. You guys know I don't like adding the shadow onto wet clay. But I'm gonna do it because we're live. We're live. So if you are going to add the shadow onto the wet clay, guys, go super light. Go light and add multiple layers, okay? Worst case, it's gonna be too much and you're gonna have to get a Clorox wipe and wipe it off. And then I'm just hitting the middle of the ears a little. Even though I said I'm gonna put the sweet glitter in the pink part of the ears, I do wanna give it a little definition. Oh my gosh, so cute, guys. So cute. So cute. We're not done yet. I'm just showing you. So cute. Do I want to add tiny, yeah, I'm gonna try. Hopefully I don't regret it. I'm gonna make like faux whiskers with this little tool. I have the bristle brush that you guys have seen me use that is a scrub brush from the dollar store, and I cut the little bristles off and I use them as whiskers in puppies and bunnies and the characters. But this is so pastel, I don't want to add anything black, even black little whiskers. So I feel like I can just come in with this tool lightly and just do 2 little impression lines for it to look like a faux whisker. I'll hold it up, guys. I'll hold it up. And do the same thing on this side. I went light at first, and now I'm going back in a second time, making it a little bit more deeper. Gosh, my words, guys. My cute, right, Mrs. P? All right, no, that looks cute. I like it. I like it. I like it. And as it dries and shrinks and puffs, they won't be quite as severe. It's like the eyes when you have to push them in really hard and wait for it to dry, and then it'll even out a little. Cute. All right. Then on my, because this is supposed to be a cookie, you would do a royal iced piping of frosting there. So I do have this, and we're going to add faux frosting. What color? What color, guys? You guys tell me what color for the faux frosting. Right here. Do we want to do the blue or the green or the purple? The blue or the green or the purple? I'm thinking not blue. Cold and then warm, yep. Thinking not blue. So maybe the green or the purple, guys. What do you think? green or purple. I'll do whatever you guys vote for. We'll put a little bit of it in here. I'll get this oiled up while votes are coming in. Glitter pens for whiskers, so cute, so cute. Can even, because I made those little indentations, you could wait and let it dry and then do something like diamond dust or like a ultra fine glitter if you don't have glitter pens. Cute, blue, green. Yeah, I'm thinking not blue because we already have so much blue on our elements. So I want to bring some other colors in. I'm thinking. But if you guys think it needs to be blue, I can do blue. Green, purple, green, 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 green. All right, we'll do green. We'll do green. But we got 3 more, guys, so we can, I'm gonna have to do them off camera. Oh my gosh, I only have 12 minutes left. Dana was saying that right before me. How does the time go by so fast? Is Lydia still on here? Or Teresa? Is Teresa still on here? Who's up after me? I checked the graphic and now I can't even remember. I have senior brain, guys. Who's on after me? Our day got a little bit mixed up. People couldn't come on. People were going to be on and then they couldn't come on. All right, I don't need this whole thing. I only need like about that far. You love her so much, Sandy? Yeah, she's cute. She's a cutie. We like cute things here at Paper Sweeties, right? And hopefully this will come out nice for me. Some molds, you know, guys, you have to put them in the freezer for them to cooperate. But I think, especially since I am not making the whole thing, I think since I'm just making a little bit of it, I'll be able to coax it out. That's enough. That's enough. Shay. Right. Okay. Thank you, April. Shay from Shay's Creations, y'all, is up next. I knew that. I just had a temporary, momentary loss of my brain. Thank you, Albert. Albert's the keeper of all of the information. All right. So, how stinking cute. That made our little frosting. So we're gonna add it here. And then we'll have a cute little defined separation in between the cake stand and the bunny. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, so cute. How cute. I love it so much. All right, just picture it. When it's dry, we're gonna add the glitter onto the little ears. I might add some kind of glitter onto the bottom, but how adorable. How stinking cute. Love the colors, right, Sherry? Very springy and Eastery and Candyland-ish. All right, I can start another one. I have 10 minutes. I can start another one. Let's see which one would be kind of sort of easy. The teacups, I think, would be we're gonna have to cut them 3 times. And I'll do the teacups in 3 different colors and then layer them like that. And I thought this was so cute because I'm stacking the 2 teacups on the very tippy top. So when I found this cookie cutter in my stash, I was like, oh, score! That'll be so cute together. Right, guys? So cute. Are you guys loving how this is turning out so far? The first week, I know it's very hard to kind of wrap your head around the concept because I'm doing the first week bunny sitting on a carrot, right? The first week is kind of hard to wrap your head around when I'm starting off doing a new large design, because I know I was working on a lot of the base work, but then the second week it's starting to come together, and now by the third week you can really see it taking shape. You can kind of visualize what it's going to look like, and to me this is the fun part, doing the you know, embellishing and designing and adding the little elements and the little candies and cookies and bunnies and carrots and the teacups and all of the things. All right, this one will be really easy, guys, because we're just gonna cut 3 little teacups in 3 different colors. So let's do purple, and let's do cotton candy, and let's do green. Those 3 colors look good together. Tisha, they're from flowerbox.com. Okay, April, I'll see you again next time. Flowerbox.com. Okay. It's a I want to move this bunny out of the way, guys, because I know myself. I'm going to knock into it and ruin it. I have parchment back here. I'm going to set her back there for a second. She came out so cute. I love her. It's a cookie. She does royal ice cookies. So these are like made for cookies, but I'm using them on fake baking. Yes. Yes. Yes, meaning you can visualize it and it's starting to take shape. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and wake some of our pretty lavender up. We're going to do lavender and pink and green teacups. And I will probably I'm looking at this right now, I will probably cut one of them plain and add something to the front, and then I'm going to get one of my impression mats from my stash and do the middle one with an impression mat, maybe like a quilted impression mat, and put rhinestones on it. And then the third one, I'll do something different. I maybe could do the little roll of worm and do that, or I'll think about it. Thank you, Albert. Anna's going to be so happy. She's going to have so many new customers coming. Tell her Debbie sent you. She's not going to understand why she has an influx of brand new customers and they're all fake bakers. All right, let's roll a little bit of this lavender out. And again, we only need to cut one of the teacups with it. We're going to do the same thing like we just did with the bunny and the cake stand and piece it together, guys. We'll piece it together. So our top one will be lavender. So I just need to cut a little bit of it out, not the whole thing. Thank you, Vicki. Ball tool. And then where is my line? And I have to figure out, see on the cookie, she just put the royal icing around it, but I want to actually cut the center out of my teacup handles. So the first thing that pops to my head is like one of my little, thank you, Maureen, one of my little plunger, where's my smallest little circle cutters? I could do the plunger to cut the handle out, or would this work? This tiny little, is this too big? Well, the only way I'm gonna know is to give it a try, and I'm gonna use this one as my sample, and then I'm gonna recut it, guys. All right, so this one we'll cut out with the plunger, and this one we'll cut out with the cookie cutter. I don't like the round circle. Feel like it's too round. Oh, I like the oval, guys. I like the oval. See what I mean? Cut the handle out so it's like a real handle now. Jess, hi, sweet Jess. How are you? Welcome. All right, and that worked out, guys, because the top half is the one I'm keeping. So now we'll just take, let me get my picture so I know where to cut it. And we are cutting it from there to there. Okay, so this, the one I cut the circle out of is the scrap. It worked out. I didn't even think of that. So that's our top little teacup, just like the picture, okay? So now the next one, guys, well, the bottom one I can cut because I said I was gonna do that plain. And the middle one, I'm gonna use an impression plate of some kind from my stash. All right, so I have 2 minutes. We can cut the bottom teacup out together. That worked out perfect. Oh, Jess, I know. I woke up and it was semi-sunny here and it seemed nice, and now it's like windy and gloomy and drizzly. I was gonna go and take my taxes to UPS to ship them to our accountant that's still back in Raleigh, and it's too yucky. I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. It's too yucky out. I'm gonna go change into my comfy cozies, guys, and get on the couch, and I'm gonna start working on that Afghan for my granddaughter. So I'll share pictures with you guys. The one I finished yesterday, and then I'll share pictures of the one I'm creating for my granddaughter. It's cute. It's all flowers, and then I'm gonna put her name on it. All right, so here's the bottom one. We're gonna cut out the bottom teacup. I'm getting a good section of the clay where I don't have any lumps or bumps. Pull that away. Ball tool, pop it out. And then this one, we're gonna cut straight across here. Okay. So we have our top teacup and our bottom teacup. And the middle one I'm gonna do with an impression plate, guys, okay? All right, come back again next Monday and join me. The saga will continue of our 3-tier bunny tea party cake. Thank you to everyone who joined me today and hung out. It was so fun to craft and chat with you. Thank you, Maureen. I hope you have an amazing, great rest of your day. Even if you're having yucky weather, stay inside and do something fun. And I'll be back again tomorrow with the Crafty Friends at 3 p.m. working on my spring Easter bunny tree. Until next time, guys, be sweet. I love you all. Bye.